Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Talking about signature picks, you're talking about the special picks. We could well see Twyla's Cassiopeia on top of it.
Yep, and it's always been a matchup that Cassiopeia players have favored into the Rise, so we're getting a bit
Taking control, but everybody's arriving from FPX. They're surrounding from both sides here as Crisp looking to start the fight, steps in onto everyone. The aftershock keeping him safe, and he flashes out, but Chalitza chases him down. Now Tian answers one kill of his own and has to jump away from the fray. Gimgoon flashes out to safety. This is FPX. They're going to fight. They're going to skirmish with you.
And we do gotta remember, right? They do.
Hang on, Gimgoon's in trouble here. He's found himself in a 2v1, doesn't have flash available, and he's running towards the wrong tower. They're going to TP into the play, and Gimgoon survived long enough to pull this off. The Haymaker's not enough. And somehow FPX pull that off.
A great read by FPX right forward, and they're actually posturing to look for the fight.
Xiaopeng moving in. Doomby going to try and just zone him away, but he's in for the smite fight. Tian gets it and flashes out over the wall. Dawning Shadow across the team. Shubin gets out with his life, and Yue should get away as well. It's interesting to see the evolution of that champion, but Chalitza is going to find himself the 1v1.
He's forcing heavy.
Actually, no, this isn't a 1v1. He's found nothing. All he's found himself is in trouble right now because Chalitza's stunned, and that means the Sonic Wave can go through. Tian now with a hat trick, but that's going to be Xiaopeng with 2 stuns in. Facebreaker back into the play, or Showstopper for that matter. Tian kicks one out, gets over. That was beautiful from Tian. Just about gets away with his life as well.
And this is what I was going to say. It actually makes sense, actually.
Flashes forward, bit of damage on towards FPX from this Dragon. This is going to be a 50-50 smite. I could just feel it here. Chalitza onto the Dragon as Chris gets in on the back line. In goes Gimgoon, but he's stunned and just bursts down with a Showstopper onto the back line. Xiaopeng looks fantastic this game. Yue jumps in as well, and DMO find the perfect fight.
And FPX almost got on top of Twyla and Shubin, but Twyla coming out with the DMO executed better.
And like, ultimately, they've got things like Renekton, things like this Kalista that look...
So some kind of cheeky Baron play can definitely come out from DMO, or even one small pick onto Tien after the 20-minute mark equals Baron for DMO's composition.
And Tien has already been caught out of position a couple of times this game. Fate's Call used very defensively here.
Xiaopeng.
Yui's going to go back in, gets a nice little bit of a siege chain in here. Xiaopeng steps into the backline. Showstopper only onto one target, but it's Crisp, and he's getting burst down by everybody. The Haymaker comes in to finish that kill off, and now suddenly we find ourselves with DMO getting themselves 1 kill, but their health bars are low, and they might be forced away from the tower anyway.
Yep, FPX are going to threaten.
Twyla's still in the top lane, by the way. He just never was part of any of this.
Yeah, so they're going to end up trading, and ultimately DMO still picked up 1 kill in the mid lane. Ooh, Tien might be too far.
Tian is trying to find himself a kill onto Chalitza, chasing this one through. He's still on full health, but the Realm Warp in. FPX are making plays around the map, as they always do.
And that was so smart, right? We see it. It kind of looks like Tien's over-aggressive. It looks like Tien...
So let's take stock of where we're at in the game right now, because gold is almost exactly even, but Chalitza, he cannot get back to his tower here. Slice and dice over, but the rest of the squad's moved in. Rune Prism is there. Chalitza... I mean, I was going to say he overstepped. He barely left his tower.
Yeah, that was just, you know, nice play coming out from FPX. Obviously, they have pressure through bot lane right now with Gimgoon pushing out. But hey, DMO are looking mid.
They're like, all right, if you guys are going to make a play out to our top laner in the bot side, well, we've got a Rift Tower. So we'll take your mid tier 2. Tian is going to try and find this flank.
It is a 4v5. Doinby doesn't have Realm Warp yet, but he has TP.
It's going to be a 4v5 now. The TP's come on through. Xiaopeng doing some work to CC people. Gets the shield out of the Haymaker. Needs to get over to his team, but Gimgoon trying to make his way in. Flash for the bear slap. Tian grabs yet another kill. Yue pulled in, but Fate's called to get him to safety. Twyla now the target. Does still have the petrifying gaze. We'll see if he can get a big ult off. Tian shut down here with Twyla grabbing a whole bunch of gold there for himself to be.
Actually, the Rift Herald charge got off in the mid lane. So DMO actually feeling pretty good after that play. Feeling great.
Fantastic.
Right, we expect Doinby to keep scaling up, going to be a threat in the side lane. FPX doing a great job of playing around that right now, keeping this 2-man core hovering while LWX just catches.
Add Xiaopeng aboard it. Hook, line, and sinker. The Scryer's orb comes out.
Oh, they're still going to go for it.
He's not in fog of war anymore, and the Realm Walk comes on through. Tian is going to be on that one. He's going to look for the kick. Nice dodge on the Petrifying Gaze, but now he could be the one in trouble. Chalitza gets the stun out of the TP. Nice answer from DMO.
Yeah, good response. They find the kill. Oh!
Flash out as well, but Crisp dodges the face breaker.
Power for Gimgoon increase this gold lead. And Dragon's coming up in 44 seconds. FPX should...
Elder Dragon spawn, find ways to grab that. They're just going to burn this Dragon down and aren't going to be able to smite it away. Tian went in way too late for the smite. Now there's a stun onto Crisp as well. This is the snowball that they need. Dawning Shadow across the team, but Crisp pulls himself to safety here. Yui with the Fate's Call gets himself out. And it looks like the rest of the squad just going to retreat.
Gimgoon has ultimate.
That he does. DMO is not waiting for someone else to engage. He's going in on the machine gun rise. Jalitza stuns him up and Shubin will survive for now as Twyla looking to clear up with the rest of FPX. LWX splashes away as DMO gets out with his life as well. Double kill for Twyla. And they're looking for Gimgoon, but he flashes in to finish the kill. Jalitza stuns up the bear, but Gimgoon is absolutely monstrous at this point in the game. Gets himself a double, and he's looking for a third one as well. Shubin has nothing he can do about it. The Realm Warp comes in. DMO grabs the kill, and now Shubin realizes he's stuck around way too long. Gimgoon wants that triple, slaps him down and grabs the kill.
And it looked good at first, but ultimately DMO end up acing. I mean,
they're not winning right now. They got to back away.
I'm also glad the fight happened like this. I was going to highlight DMO's comp is kind of weird because the fact that it all revolves around Twyla, you want the enemy to come into you. You don't want to be the ones engaging. Which sounds weird when you have a Leona, Renekton, and Kalista on your team.
But you know what? FPX is just going to bait this fight out with the Baron, and now they get to just do whatever they want. Twyla is going to answer for one, but there's some damage coming out from Xiaopeng. Great CC across the team. Twyla still surviving, flashes out to safety. Gimgoon will finish him off, but Shubin still going strong. Tian trying to get out. It's only the bot laners left for DMO. Scores are almost identical in terms of builds where they're at. They're almost identical as well.
I do want to highlight, though, that we saw in that fight, as we talked about earlier, Xiaopeng taking the big tank out of the fight, allowing Twyla and Shubin to deal all the free damage.
This would be solved for DMO if they can move in and contest here. Xiaopeng flashes over the wall, gets onto Tian here, but Tian gets the dragon. No soul for DMO. It's only going to be a stun onto Crisp, and this is looking good for FPX. Stuns across the team here as Xiaopeng gets onto the backline. Great face maker, and Shubin is dancing around the plate. LWX moving back in though. Yui not so tanky anymore as Eclipse has run out, and now onto both tanks. LWX is free firing. His Jalitza can't hold everybody off. Shubin doing his very best, but he's slowed, he's stunned, and he's taken down. Yui will fall as well. You got Xiaopeng trying to be sneaky, trying to escape here. Hex Splash over the wall, but Hex splashes into his death.
And there was the problem we saw with DMO, right? The other four members
right now, but FPX just about edging it out in these fights.
And let's be honest, Munchables, we came into the
standings. But unfortunately for them, it's not quite working out. FPX are going to grab themselves their second Baron of the game here.
And
tanky as all hell at this point.
Okay, so they're going to... I expected
to go for the play, and I absolutely love to watch that. You can see up at the top side now, it's going to be another tier 2 going down as FPX continue to build this advantage. This is your moment to grab yourself that soul. No, it's not. You don't have time. You're not close enough. It's gone down. FPX now on soul point as well. But importantly, to just go, hey, time to 5v5. And apparently so with DMO, because they're just going to start this Baron off for themselves.
And they do it so fast.
They certainly do. Shubin is going straight onto Gimgoon here, trying to chase the bear out of the fight. Crisp goes in, but he misses his anchor there. It's going to be tanky for now, at very least. Dawning Shadow across the team, though. The Goon is here. Xiaopeng trying to play for healing, but Twyla has already gone down, and that's a lot of the damage gone now. Yui falls as Tianzin Guardian Angel. Shubin desperately trying to dance around the play. Will flash out, but gets taken down eventually. And Jalitza, you know, the Croc's scary in the mid-game, but not anymore.
Yeah, DMO can just TP bot, and honestly, FPX can just end.
We've seen it 100 times. They don't need the Baron. As soon as you give a team like FPX an advantage this late in the game, they're going to close things out. The TP came through. It's going to Realm Warp the minions underneath the towers here. And you can see he's got enough AP. He's got himself a Sorcerer's Pot as well. He's going to burn through these towers. The rest of the squad has arrived. And I have to say, after how close this game has been, that last team fight was pretty anticlimactic.
I do like how FPX...
Like 80% of the games for FPX is going to be the Orianna up against Syndra in the mid lane, which is... And what did we talk about with this Lux and Caitlyn? It's an incredibly strong lane. Now Xiaopeng, he knows that he has the advantage because his bot laners can move over. Tian has to smite very early to keep himself healthy. Might just have to flash here. The flash followed though. Xiaopeng underneath the tower will get away with his life. Crisp is here. The biggest thing about Tristana's kit is her Q. The bomb in the later stages of the game pretty much doesn't matter. It's all about the Q and just spamming out as many auto attacks as possible.
Definitely see Xiaopeng going aggressive.
Tian could be in trouble here. He's got the haymaker. There's
Ward.
a lantern out, but Chris can't actually get this one because it was warded out. This is going to be the second death already for Tian.
And DMO playing so well around the Xiaopeng, constantly hovering around bot side, which he has done. So we see it right. They're using the bot lane pressure to take Dragon. Their bot.
There is an Orianna, there's an Aphelios on the side of FPX, but Caitlyn is a pretty damn strong late game AD carry as well. You've got the Syndra that doesn't really fall off later on in the game. But importantly, in the side lane, you're going to have a Jax. Jax is exceptional in the late game. Not so exceptional right now, though, unless this Counter-Strike lands. Maybe he can find himself a 1v1 Chalitza.
Yeah, massive. And this is actually what we expect from the match.
Annihilate out.
And the thing is, right, we've said it many times in Season 10, we have not seen these sort of compositions work out. Like, it just hasn't happened. It's so hard when you're giving the enemy Chalitza opportunity to find this all in, but when you're giving the enemy a potential 5v4 team fight around something like an Elder Drake.
Death Realm going to come through here from Gimgoon. He's not actually wanting the 1v1. He just wants to keep Chalitza around for the rest of the team to arrive. Flash Leap Strike. There's a Counter-Strike coming through as well. Might have been enough as Twyla arrives, but it looks like the Lantern saves him.
It was, oh god.
Oh, hang on, we're still going. Gimgoon forced to flash here. Zui arrives, jumping on in. The laser goes just wide here. So does the stun. Nice fancy footwork for Gimgoon, but the final Q's there.
Hey, that's also what we said, right? Also doesn't have any mana himself, but...
Oh, Chalitza's teleported in. He wants himself some early kills. The Mecha Kingdom's Jax looking damn terrifying. Jumps in with the Leap Strike, gets the stun. One more auto, with Chalitza with a solo kill onto DMB. Now the rest of the squad arriving though. Xiaopeng trying to support him. Leap Strike onto a ward. Everybody is here from FPX. Chalitza, you got one kill for yourself, but you pay with your life.
But still, I was going to say, DMO are able to answer.
Get set up outside of that turret. It's so difficult to defend against.
The thing is, and it's why people have always kind of strayed away from it, is very hard to execute. She has that once. It feels extremely hard because then you don't get, the artillery set up in front of the enemy turret. But we haven't seen that thus far. DMO have been playing extremely well.
I think it's a point at 18 minutes into the game. This is fantastic for DMO.
Yeah, I don't think FPX are going to get to a point where we're going to see their comp come online, honestly. It feels like DMO are accelerating the pace of the game so fast, FPX just have no answer.
And this is the problem with DMO, right? The business here is DMO continue to slowly but surely increase their advantage. As I say that, cast a curse. We're going to see a fight. Shubin has been found by Gimgoon, and it doesn't matter what you want to say about Caitlyn's new build. You don't ever get to beat Mordekaiser in a 1v1.
Nope, you definitely do not. So great pick.
B is on the Orianna. Beautiful teamfight champion. The Aphelios as well. That combination of ultimates is disgusting if Infernum's available. But that's a long way off just yet. 24 seconds until the Infernal Drake here. Gimgoon finds himself in a 1v1, but he's got some help from his friends here.
Oh, what?
Pulls Chalitza into the Death Realm. I don't know if that was the best decision you've ever made, Gimgoon. Going to use the stopwatch to keep himself safe, but the Counter-Strike's there, and Chalitza survives. Leap Strike's out. Xiaopeng trying to get away, but there's a nice little Moonlight Vigil to finish that one off. 1-for-1 here.
I need to stop because I have no idea why Gimgoon...
Leap Strike over. I did not know you could Leap Strike to a Blast Gun. Here we go. Dragon, though, very low. Shockwave going to go wide. But the Infernal Drake is taken by FPX now. Box used to disengage as they're trying to get themselves out of this fight. LWX surviving, but the stun goes through. No follow-up CC, and the ace in the hole not going to be enough.
I mean, still, that feels... Ooh, where is she still going?
Oh,
God.
Every time.
Chalitza and Twyla are bot. Neither of them have TP.
Oh, no. Well, Chalitza, hey, he can get a tier 2. I don't think that's worth it.
How does this happen?
Because we're watching the LPL, Lyric.
And all of our top teams do.
Shubin step up and contesting it anyway. LWX happens to tank the tower for a couple of shots as it goes down here. No way that Shubin wins that fight. DMB going to try and place that ball. Getting ready for a shockwave onto the entire team. Shubin steps forward to get a headshot in there. Dragon going to be the target. Xiaopeng pulled into the Death Realm. This should mean Tian can just finish the Dragon off, get himself that Infernal Drake. Chalitza will try and answer with a kill for himself, but the Showstopper going to ruin everything. DMO to get the first kill of the fight. Chalitza gets out with his life here. 1-for-1 as Yui does go down as well. It's a very in these fights. especially when it comes to trying to get onto the carries, because they're going to be able to play from so far back. He needs to be able to just get that 1 or 2 autos in with the headshots. An extra PF sword will certainly help. He gets caught by the hook of Chris, but having to use a stopwatch pretty early here. Showstopper comes in onto Twyla. He's in trouble. Doesn't get his ult out before going down. It means they get to trade 1-for-1 here. Jalisa is on Stuart B, but Chris, the perfect death sentence. They're both low, and the GA came on through. LWX trying to fight. You don't get to 1v1 Jax. What are you doing, LWX? That is not the play. He's going to answer with his life. Ace in the hole denied. His Doom B just about gets away.
Gimgoon is left in a really awkward...
Hang on. We've got a TP here from Doing B. We just saw Gimgoon head back to base. Yui going to get the route only onto 1, though. Xiaopeng playing defensive here. As Shubin still hitting the Baron. He's not realized that this is definitely over. Gimgoon now stepping forwards. It's Doing B there.
Ooh, Twyla?
Here we go. The fight continues as Twilight arrives. Zonya's going to be used from Gimgoon to try and keep himself safe. The shield is nice, but it's not enough. The shockwave! Oh, Doing B, that was gorgeous. Scatter the weak, though, from Twilight is going to match it. And somehow, we end out even.
But this is why we said...
DMO. Death Realm in play, though. A QSS is there for Xiaopeng. The respect finally comes through from DMO. And this is something Caitlyn offers as well. Look at those traps denying entry to the pit. Infernal Soul gain now for DMO. Gimgoon wants a way in. Shubin with a QSS. Gets out of Chris QSS, because if Gimgoon can get him into Death Realm, it's still really dicey for Shubin. 6,000 on the Baron, though. They're just going to try and force this one. The Death Realm synergy has to be amazing. Oh, they stole it. Tian, you beauty. Now he's into the rest of the team. He's going to go down for his trouble, but that's 4 Baron buffs.
Well, now FPX are going to be very, very happy. DMO do have Infernal. I do still believe if FPX close the distance, they will win out.
It's worth mentioning, Shockwave whiffs there from Doing B, and that is going to be the goal button now. LWX the target, he stepped way too far forward. Xiaopeng can tank a lot better than you can, my friend. That's a pick for DMO of FPX. This is what DMO have wanted to do all game.
Yeah, and they're finally, getting some pressure. We see them now. I expect
to see Shubin just shove out mid. I'd love to see Jalisa somewhere else on the map making things happen, but you know what? If it's working, keep it going here. LWX is stuck in the back of the pit. Does have his flash available.
God.
Here we go, Baron. Elder is low, but it's going to be Shubin caught down. Tian chases him through. Jalisa is the next one to go. Oh, it looked so good for a moment for DMO.
How does this even happen?
But FPX are going to get themselves this fight here. It's going to be 2 for 1. Xiaopeng is alive, though, and Tian actually went down. No way, Xiaopeng might just be able to get this one for himself. LWX flashes forward, though. He wants himself a highlight reel. Yui somehow gets a kill with the light binding onto Crisp. As Gimgoon now in a 1v1 against the Trundle, but loses his defensive stats to that ultimate. Yui just trying to survive. Doing B's low. This looks scary, even with the support items. Xiaopeng now trying to run away. Death's Grasp gonna pull him in. Uses the QSS on absolutely nothing there. Gonna be bent down, but the blast cone gets him out to safety.
And at least FPX should be able to take an inhibitor off this, but man, I do not know how in that Dragon fight we got to a point where LWX is alone in the pit, 1v1ing Shubin somehow.
I don't know.
What? LWX is alone on the opposite side of the pit, all the opposite members of DMO on the opposite side. And Shubin just walks into him.
1v1 me, bro.
Okay.
All right, let's go again. Let's do this one again. Jalisa jumping into the fray. Tian has already gone down. They got themselves the Elder. I take it all back. The team fight Jax is the way forward. Xiaopeng still surviving, healing up actually with that subjugate. It's 4v4 indeed. Ace in the hole might just be enough here. With the Elder, it's ticking away. One more hit. No! The QSS comes through at the last possible second. He gets himself some lifesteal. Jalisa, I don't know why, but he's 1v4ing here. Laser across an Elder as well. Yui looking beautiful. Doing B goes down. The better me. Look, this is FPX. There is always crazy shenanigans.
Death Sentence Baron steal?
Let's see it. Laser comes through. Death Sentence. Ah, not quite. No.
I wonder what this Lux ult cooldown is at this point, right? Because, I mean, look at it. It's already about, I mean, it's halfway up now. He just used it 5 seconds ago.
The irony of that ability being called Final Spark when you get to use it every 20 seconds seems a little ridiculous. They're just going to try and end the game here, though. Tian, Hex Flash over the wall, and then immediately hits S. He would love to get Shubin there. WX taking a huge amount of damage. the minions are going to be clear.
FPX need to
First
pull the
tower
trigger.
goes down. This is going to be a redemption into the team. Chalitza kept safe. In goes the showstopper. Haymaker across everyone as well. Pulling in onto Chalitza, but they're winning the fight here. DMO are going to do this one. I cannot believe it. LWX did get a double, but he's going to make it happen right now because Shubin is just going to end the game. You got to get onto the Caitlyn, but I don't know if they're going to be able to close the gap here. One or two more autos, but LWX is onto him. No way! No way do they hold on! FPX still in it!
What is this? How does that even happen? And DMO were actually trying to. They weren't even trying to go for the kills. They were trying to take the Nexus. We see pigs coming out onto DMO's
Sure.
bench.
No, it's not for another minute. They could just end the game. Gimgoon is happy to tank.
Twyla's up in 2.
I guess LWX is happy to tank right now. They're going to get onto the Nexus. Twyla has to do something beautiful here, something miraculous. Takes one down. LWX is going to go down as well. Oh my days, don't do it, B.
Oh my god. How was this a 2-0? Why is DMO versus FPX so hype? Why is this such a good series?
What just happened? But FPX